Hi there, I'm Mark Levy, the Sourdough Simpleton, back with yet another episode in the Adventures of Sourdough. Unlike previous episodes where we baked breads of many configurations, some of which took as long as 2 days to make, and then we made crackers that took a couple of hours, today we're going to do something with sourdough starter that only takes a few minutes, but it's a great way to use your starter. You can actually use your discard, your leftover starter, to do this recipe. And it's a breakfast recipe. We're going to fry sourdough starter. That's right, you heard me right. We're going to fry it. So here's the way this whole thing works. We have our sourdough starter, which has been in the refrigerator, and it is ready for some discard. I'm going to take about 1/3 cup of this starter out. And you may notice that my starter right now is a little bit on the thick side. And we're going to remedy that. So we'll take like I said, about 1/3 cup. That's because that's the size of the pancake that I want to make. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, we're making pancakes. But not sweet pancakes, these are more like savory pancakes. So about 1/3 cup of sourdough starter, and this is absolutely straight out of the fridge. It can have some hooch on it, but you just stir it up so that that nice sour flavor is in there. Now to make this a little bit more pourable, we'll take a little bit of water. Where's my water? It's over there. Sorry about that, Chief. Take a little bit of water. This is about a tablespoon or so of water. And we're going to mix it in to the starter. So with the extra water, my starter is now getting more to the consistency of pancake batter, which is after all what we're after here. We're going to season this with a little bit of salt and pepper. Just for taste. And I think you can see that this is fairly thin now, and not really thin, but like pancake batter. We have a fry pan on heat, and it's right now at about 350 degrees. 375 would probably be the best for pancakes. A little cooler here is okay because it will let it cook through better. So we'll pour it in. I have a little tiny bit of olive oil greasing this pan. And now we're going to let it cook until we see bubbles on top. We're going to take a little bit of cheese and dribble that in for good measure. This is sharp cheddar, my favorite. You could certainly use mozzarella or anything else which you like. Others have used such things as scallions or herbs or other things to add into this pancake to make it their own. And this is absolutely a blank slate. You can do whatever you like to do this. And now as it cooks, we see that it's beginning to form a couple of little bubbles on top. And we're going to let that cook a little bit longer. After a few minutes, you see there are more bubbles on top, and it's beginning to look like it's almost time to turn it over. So I like to check the temperature, and the temperature of the batter is about 130, 135 degrees on top, and I find that's about the right time to turn it over. So we'll give it a quick flip. And we'll let it cook some more. And we'll let this cook for maybe another minute or so until we're pretty sure that it's cooked all the way through. Going to take another flip to it and see what the other side looks like. Well, it's nicely browned on one side, nicely browned on the other side. I think it's time to eat. So we'll take it and put it onto a little plate here. And let's cut it open. And take a peek, see, and a taste. Oh, it's nice and hot. Unlike bread, where you have to wait for hours to be able to eat it, this you can eat right away. Here we go. A tasty little morsel made from your sourdough starter. For an easy breakfast or an afternoon snack, it's hard to beat. Experiment. Take your own starter, add some things to it, and just fry it up. Really, it really is that simple. This is probably the easiest recipe we're going to see here on the Sourdough Simpleton, so take advantage of it. Your starter, a fry pan, a little bit of water if your starter's thick, some mix-ins to your taste, fry it up, and there you go. That's this week's episode of the Sourdough Simpleton. I'm Mark Levy, the Simpleton. I invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, visit the Facebook page, visit the website. We're even on Instagram now. And a lot of traction being gotten, and a lot of people seem to enjoy it. So please stop by and say hello. Let us hear from you. Till the next time, this is the Sourdough Simpleton signing off.